Hey guys, and welcome to my Race to Division 1 for MreGamersTV. This is episode 14, and we are talking transfer rumours, the Russian League, and we are playing with 3 different Russian League teams in this episode as we race for Division 2 currently. We are starting with Spartak Moscow. As each team comes up, I'll talk a little bit about playing with them in head-to-head Ultimate Team, head-to-head FIFA, sorry. Spartak Moscow are pretty good actually. They've got a nice front three going on. They've got Magidi, Ari and Wellington, which have all the tools you want. Magidi's got pace and 5-star skills. Ari's got 4-star I believe and a turn of pace on him. And Wellington is 4-star skills and lightning fast. And a really good all-round player actually. And so this team plays well. They're just about solid enough at the back, and very, very good going forward. So that you can play with them. Aston Villa, as you can see, we're playing against. They're probably the most overpowered 4-star team, but we're not worried about that. We'll carry on regardless. Russian League, guys. Rumours this summer of players going to Russia. They're obviously paying a lot of money and salary, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But players rumoured to possibly be going to Russia are Tevez, which I just can't see, even at silly money. I mean, isn't that even further away from his family? I just cannot see that one. Arshavin and Dzeko, which I can see happening. They're both players from that part of the world, and they're not having a great time over here, so I could see those two happening. And lastly, Bentner, he's Danish or Norwegian, one of those, and I could see that being a good move as well. So those rumours are okay, but then you also get rumours that they're going to table a £400,000 a week offer for Ronaldo, things of that nature. And for me, the Russian League is making the exact same mistake that MLS made about 16, 17 years ago. Maybe a little bit longer, 20 years ago, just about. They're making a big, big mistake, and the same one that MLS made then. It is much better to raise the standard of your league with multiple players than it is to just buy a few stars. It completely crashed and burned in the MLS in America. When they tried it 20 years ago, they did have a nice little golden couple of years, but it didn't improve American football, obviously American standard of soccer. And it didn't have the longevity because those stars leave, you don't attract the next ones, etc. So essentially, I think rather than spending £300,000 or euros or whatever a week, they could buy 30 excellent players for 20,000 a week for that same money and drive up the standard of the league. Don't forget, there's the Belgian Pro League, there's the Danish League, there's a Norwegian League, there's a Greek Hellas League, all these leagues that they could easily pinch players from, in my opinion. And I think that's the route you should go. Pick up loads of willing and able, excellent players like fifav1ck is in Greece. You've got Safari in Belgium. It's crazy. They should go for those sort of players. There's players from all around. There's like Spanish League 2 players that are quality, that deserve a chance if they're willing to travel. So that's what I recommend for them. Just a quick note on playing with Anzi. They have some excellent players and some awful players, guys. Obviously, they've got Samuel Eto'o up front, who is class. In a 4-star team, to have an 86, 87 rated player up front is great. They've got Zhirkov and Roberto Carlos, and I think they've got Basufa. And that's a tidy little goal from Roberto Carlos as well, guys. But yeah, so then I don't recommend them completely, guys. They're okay, but there are better 4-star teams out there. People like Palmero or a lot of quite a lot of the Italian teams are really good, and they're about 4-star teams. So I recommend them over Malacca, or Malacca. I can't get it right, but I will do one day. And yeah, so I wouldn't definitely recommend them, but you could try them if you like. Just to go back to what I was saying, yeah, I think they should invest in keeping Russian players in Russia. They should look to purchase players from the leagues around them that aren't the top flight leagues. There's still very good players available there, and pick out the odd person to pay 40 grand a week, 50 grand a week, but no superstar. No point buying one superstar. They that is a system that is tried and failed, and systems that work are systems where you draw everyone up from all the players around you. Like Empower Championship is strong because it attracts French League 2 players and it attracts Empower League 1 players. And so the coming together of the Championship, Empower League 1 and French League 1, plus players from all around the world, it strengthens it up. They don't look to pay 80 grand to one player and 5 grand to all the rest in the Championship. They pay everyone about 12, 14, 15, the odd one 30 grand. So that's how Russian football should go forward, in my opinion, or that's just my opinion. We actually get stuffed by Santos in this one. We really struggle to create chances with CSK. They have Seydou Doumbia, who I just don't get on with. He just doesn't seem to be able to finish for me. I accept that he's strong and quick, and he's rumoured to be replacing Drogba at Chelsea, but I can't do anything with him on FIFA. They have got Gonzalez, who's a pacey winger, and they've got another pacey winger whose name escapes me. But Tosic, that was it. And yeah, so they've got the three pacey wingers that you want, but not a lot else. You know, they've got the three pacemen up front, but they simply don't have a good enough back four, simply don't have a good enough centre mids, simply do not have a good enough goalkeeper, and I definitely do not recommend using them in the head-to-heads. I think you'll come unstuck unless you're prepared to play the filthiest method ever. So we are halfway through Division 3, looking for Division 2. That's where we'll get to next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Please comment on what I've said. Cheers, bye.